As soon as you come on this show, as soon as you hit the note. No front, no front, no front, no front. We don't want no fronting on the show. No front, no front, no front, no front. Hey everybody, it's your girl AM here with another special episode, and today I have my friend Jeana J. Say hey, Jeana.
Hey y'all.
So this is give y'all a little backstory, a little bio on Jeana. The topic of this is the Soulful Songstress, and y'all gonna see that when she breaks us down a little song this episode. But she is from Dallas. Definitely has a smooth R&B sound with some jazz and blues influences, such as Jill Scott, the Black Keys, Ray Charles, Etta James, and a couple. Definitely much more. She's been trained for 4 years in classical music. Maybe you sprinkle some of that in here today. Maybe hear a little som. But she has been perfecting her voice for years, including working with Erica Badu backup singer Keisha Jackson. And she's recently one of the best vocal coaches in Southern California, Rebecca Randall. Okay, shout out. She doing little name drops. She grew up her life with family friends, including strangers at open mics, telling her it's only a matter of time before she goes big. I'm one of those family people. I'm one of those family and friends right here. Uh, Jeana J is ready to record, ready to go on tour because that is a dream. Ever since she was a little girl, which is why our topic is going to be chasing dreams. We're going to talk about that with her. Also, give y'all some tips on how to chase your dreams. And as she's crafted her sound, I had discovered that she is an artist, which is important, people, because you've seen her make you an artist, but when you actually perfect it, you actually take it serious, then you can put yourself as an artist. So, Jeana, man, how you been? How are you?
So great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I like this. So great. Not just regular. She ain't basic, y'all. She's so great. Uh, but yes, and we all know you're a singer, you're an artist. So when would you say you really started singing? Like, and where was it? Like the church or was it at home? Where would you say you really? When did you start singing, and how did you start kind of like singing?
So I started singing at my grandmother's house. My family on my dad's side were all musicians. They were all in rock bands. So growing up, I was always surrounded by like what I thought was loud music at the time, and then until I later discovered it was music. It wasn't just loud noise. So my grandmother and my great grandmother played piano. So when I was like 6 or 7, I would be sitting on the piano with them while they were playing, trying to play with them. So without even knowing that I had a voice.
Oh, that's cute. So did you know how to play piano? Did they teach you?
They did teach me,
But it's one of those things is if you're not practicing, you're gonna lose it. So I'm really good at playing by ear and creating melodies on it. But as far as like reading music, I am a little rusty. I cannot lie.
Hey, but still being able to like play it by ear is pretty cool. I mean, think about it. Nick Cannon drumline, he was doing the drums by ear. You can go far. You can go.
yeah,
A lot of people even can't read music and are artists. So
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think it's nice, but I don't think it's really a necessity anymore. To be an
no.
artist or a singer, technically, songwriting isn't necessarily a requirement for singers.
Not at all.
Uh, but you were talking
um,
about. Oh, keep going.
Oh, so I had started
started singing because when I was younger, my grandma would take me to these. Have you heard of a jamboree before?
Let me see.
okay. Is country,
Country,
right?
right? What you know is
Yeah,
country?
I was so about to say
Okay.
that is some country there.
Yeah.
A jamboree, yeah.
Yeah, my grandma, that was like the thing to do was go to the jamboree on Saturday, like have my little popcorn, like I don't know, I'm just young, listening to like all the country, like 50-year-old plus up there. And then one day I was like, I called my grandma Mama. So I was like, Mama, I want to sing. And she was like,
what? And I was like, yeah, I want to sing. And she was like, let's get you up there. And I was so nervous. And I sang Hero by Mariah Carey at a jamboree.
How did it go?
It was
Like,
great. I had a whole bunch of claps. Some people were standing up, and I was just shocked. I was like, oh my God. So that's how I
how old were
really
you?
started singing. I think at the time I was like 11 or
Oh yeah.
12. Yeah. Hmm.
I can definitely see everybody standing up clapping. It's like that voice coming from 11 to 12 years like, yeah.
Right. And my grandma was like, oh, shoot. Now she was telling everybody I could sing. Bust a note, bust a note. And I'm just like,
Oh,
shy.
and then when embarrassed, you go on show everybody you can sing, baby. Go on
Yeah.
sing.
Oh my God. That was the story of my life growing up. I was so embarrassed.
I say you didn't mention rock, you didn't mention country. So what genre would you say you like singing the most?
So that was when I was younger, and then once I got in like my teens, I went to my mom's and then grew up there. So then I started getting to pop, reggaeton, salsa, because that's what my mom was listening to. So that's why I appreciate music of all genres because I grew up around all of it.
I like the way you said reggaeton. Reggaeton. Reggaeton.
Salsa, una merengue.
I say, I know you talk about your first performance, but would you say that was like your most memorable performance, or do you have a most memorable performance that you've ever performed at?
Yeah, so my most memorable was I think I was about 21. And it was in San Diego. I was visiting, and they were having this huge
Mm.
showcase at this. It's called Marriott Marquis. It's right by the water. There was like thousands of people there. I want to say like
Yeah.
3 or 4 thousand. And I went up there and sang my own song, and I won first
Oh,
place. Yeah, and then people were like taking photos and everything, and I was just like, "Did I make it?" But no, it was just a showcase.
not yet. Not yet. It's a first step.
It was that feeling at that moment being 21 and being like, "Oh, is this how this feels?" Like I loved it. Like
I say, what was like? So your own song. What was the name of the song?
it was so long ago. I was 21. Like I
You
still
act
have
like you're
that
like
song.
40. You are not that old, Jeana. Don't do that.
I feel.
We all
What
feel
was
40,
this
but none of
song
us are 40.
called? I think it was called "Crazy in Love."
I can only imagine what that could have been about.
I was heavily into Beyonce, so the song was
Uh,
"Crazy in Love." Yeah.
I say so. With you going to California, you performed a couple of different places. How many cities have you say you performed in? Like performed at?
I'm gonna say. So I was in DC. I performed there. I did a little show in New York, Texas, California. I think that's it. Yeah, just a couple of
That's
cities.
still a good little amount of
Little
places.
amount, right? That way, at least when I do go on tour, next year or even 2 years, I'm a realistic thinker, so I'm just like, okay, maybe in 2 years. I'll at least know where to go within those cities, and then I have
Yeah.
people there and everything, so I just got to figure out all the other places.
I say with you traveling so much and you like really, you know, becoming an artist, who would you say really helped you most in the journey?
Besides family and friends, of course, they're number one. Number two would probably just be myself because I
Okay.
started like I got my own vocal lessons. I put myself in the booth when I was like 15. My best friend had passed away, and then I had some rappers, and they were like, we're gonna sing a song dedicated to her. And then I was like, oh well, I can sing. And then they were like,
Yeah, let
well,
me do it.
okay. So then I wrote a little hook, and then it was a great song. So the fact that I put myself out there, I would say friends, family, and then of course myself.
No, that's real though. People always forget to thank themselves. I mean, I mean, it takes you to get on the stage. It takes you
Takes
to go to
two.
these places.
Yep.
There's the first step.
Yep.
Uh, how do you say you balance everything though? Because you're a busy person, people. On top of being an artist, Gina
Yeah.
just don't be artisting. Gina be out here bodybuilding. Gina
Yeah.
out here got a 9 to 5.
I just have to do the
Gina
most.
somehow, you know, so you're like, you're
Yeah.
like, how do you feel like you balance it all?
Honestly, trying to balance music with all that has been the hardest thing. And I feel like that's why sometimes like I'm a little hard on myself because I'm like I'm not where I am with music. Like I could have all these albums out, all these EPs, I can be doing all these things, But because I'm trying to work my 9 to 5 and be in fitness and do everything else and get my certs and put myself in college and all these things, like it keeps just like getting pushed back and pushed back. So trying to balance that is hard.
Yeah.
But I'm now at a point where it's almost like leveling itself out. And even
Mm.
music is taking a little step above everything else, which is just how I like it, until eventually that 9 to 5 can go
Can
somewhere
go
else.
away. Can go away.
Yeah.
Can go to someone else.
Yeah. Oh, I don't really don't want to wish that upon anybody. Don't be an adult.
You know what? I was like, the funny thing is, I think the theme this week is adulting sucks. I've had two
Oh,
people complain about like adulting.
yeah.
Coming the obligations of being an adult definitely sucks. But now, you mentioned school. What do you go back to school for?
I went to school, so I was never like growing up. No one went to college in my family, so it was like I felt like I had to do that. So then I realized whenever I got my associates, I hated school, so I never went back.
Hated school. Absolutely
Yeah.
hated it. I don't know why I hate it. It's just 'cause I'm not like the thing is it's not like I'm not dumb. It's not like I'm not dumb, or it's not that I can't challenge
Right.
myself. It's just the setting, and then also it's like I feel like I learned so much more from like like from actually doing it, or actually
Yeah.
like talking to people in like a real world setting. I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of times school takes away from like real world things. Like
Yeah.
school don't teach you how to pay bills. School don't teach you how to look for apartments. School don't teach you how to sign. Like school doesn't actually teach you things that you can apply in real life, which I wish school did.
Yeah.
So I understand,
Yeah,
but
and especially like making money, like you can still make like the amount me and you make now without say a master's or all these things. I mean,
I'm
we're
pretty
doing
happy.
pretty good
I was
without,
like, I'm pretty
yeah.
happy.
I know I'm
I
good.
won't complain.
Yeah.
Of course, things could be better, but things could
Of
definitely be worse.
course.
I
You
always
can
think
be
I'm like, things
rich.
could be rich. I could be
Yeah.
rich. But I'm like, if I was rich, I'd be cheap still. I don't like. I realize that I really don't like spending money on things I feel like are frivolous. Like I think food is an important thing.
Okay.
I will spend money on food. I will drop a bag.
Yeah.
Clothes, not so much, but
Okay.
like, I've been doing like a bunch of concerts. We're going, if I say, yeah, eventually I'll be going to a Jeana J concert. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I get in free.
Emoji hands. You're get
Hopefully
what? You about to be
I'll be backstage.
you're about to be part of the crew helping.
Let me be backstage. But yeah, how would you say we're just talking about we're talking a little bit about like songwriting and reading music. How would you say like what describes your creative process? We all have a different process. How do you get into your space to create your sound, your music?
So first, like I have to have a peaceful life. Like if I have other stuff going on that's stressing me, it's not so good for my music.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm at a peaceful point, which has been a lot lately, which I'm so grateful for. Yeah, so creative process is I'm like a rapper, so I go off the beat first in the track. So if I
Mm.
don't have
Yeah.
that, then I'm no good. Like writing songs is my weak point, singing is my strong point. So that's why I want to take some like writing classes and stuff. But as soon as I have that right beat, that right track, I can build off of that. I'm good
Yeah.
at like melodies, the chorus, the first verse, even working with you and my one song. And I was
Yeah.
like, all right, the second verse, that's where I shut down, like writer's block.
I'm not gonna lie, but you did good. Like one time I would have never known you like aren't comfortable with that aspect of writing because you did great. I mean, when you sent it back, I was like, this sounds really really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's different from what we were working on, which
mm,
yeah, it's crazy, but
we
still
you
to
kept words. You kept words. Another thing about it, I
yeah.
like throwing out words. When I write, it's about words. I'll throw out a word, and if it makes sense, if it sounds good, we can add a sentence to it. Then that's how I do. But I think a writing class would be fun.
I think so too.
Um, I mean, I would go. I don't feel like I don't think I'm as developed as I would like to be. But I also have taken like a big gap. But that's on me.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. And the moment you all have been waiting for, I'm going to get Jeana to sing us a little something,
Oh,
cause we gotta get into the mood. I'm gonna let her do her little spiel, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to just phase out a little bit, cause as y'all know, I can't sing. So I'm gonna let you take the floor. Give me.
So I will be doing a cover mashup.
A lot of people know this song. If you are a R&B lover, this is D'Angelo. How does it feel?
Hopefully the music's not too loud.
Boy, it's only you. Have it your way. And if you want, you can decide. And if you'll have me, baby, I can provide everything that you desire. Let you get a feeling. Oh, a feeling that I'm feeling. Won't you come closer to me, baby? 'Cause you already got me right where you want me. 'Cause I just wanna be a girl. How does it feel, Lord? How does it feel, Lord? How does it feel? How does it feel, Lord? How does it feel, Lord? How does it feel, Lord? Do-do-do-dum. Do-do-do-do-do-dum. Do-do-do-dum-dum. We was one, babe, for a moment in time, and it seems everlasting that you will always be mine. Now you wanna be free, so I let you fly, 'cause I know in my heart, babe, our love will never die. No, you'll always be a part of me. I love you, boy, indefinitely. Boy, don't you know you can't escape me? Ooh, darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby. And we're leaving wrong. Can't escape this feeling so strong. Boy, you know you're never gonna shake me. Ooh, darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby. Hey. Oh, you and I will always be. You and I, you and I, you and I will always be. Oh.
Yes. Okay, y'all. Oh, is it not letting me back in? Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That was, see, every time you did a little something to me. I ain't gonna, you have like that. Whenever I get married, if I get married, I'm definitely I'm gonna have all my little single friends. I'm gonna have a choir come out. All my single friends. We ain't gonna have one of y'all. I need you to sing. I need you to sing. I need you to sing.
Mhm. So
All
many
my reception,
talents.
all my reception gonna be lit 1 to 2. My reception gonna be lit. But since y'all just heard that soulful voice, we're gonna get into our topic of the day, which is, give me 1 second. The topic is basically going to be about chasing one's dreams. Basically, just about why it's important to chase your dream, and just a little bit more. But in regards to the topic, chase your dream. I mean, this podcast wasn't necessarily didn't start off as a dream. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I was going to do. But now that I have it, I know what I want to do with it. I want to go far. I want to be on the radio. I want to be on TV. I want to be able to interview all you people on national television and let everybody see the talent that I have been able to see with my own eyes in my podcast. But it does start with, when you said about who helped you most in your journey, myself. It does start with me.
Mhm.
When you say, when it comes to chasing dreams, what do you when someone says that, what does that mean to you? Like, what do you do to chase your dreams?
Um, Chasing one's dream. I feel like you do a lot to chase that.
For the dream that you sacrifice.
Yeah, you're doing the most to chase that dream. Yeah, and it's like your mind won't rest either. It's like you're just constantly trying to chase it. Sometimes even it seems far away, and sometimes it's close. Sometimes it's like right there, and then you
Yeah,
can't catch it.
get
Yeah,
it.
so.
I'm talking
Mhm.
about you personally. Like I said, I mentioned earlier, y'all bodybuilding. Like, Jeana sacrifice. Jeana know what it means to sacrifice for a dream.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like them Doritos you couldn't have for months.
I couldn't have those burritos for months, or a lot of other delicious things that we take advantage of. Like,
That's a good point. Chasing your dreams allows you to see the things you take advantage of in a normal day
yeah.
basis too, especially like
Mhm.
time and energy and
Mhm.
focus. Because when you're chasing your dreams, you have to put everything in regard. You have to that dream. You can't.
Yeah.
It can't go to anything else but that, because then it's going to be a waste. You're not going to actually reach it if you're not actually actively chasing it. Like you said, sometimes it can be far, it can be close.
Yeah.
Um, what would you say you have sacrificed the most in regard to chasing your dream when it comes to you, like, music wise?
What I sacrificed the most with music. Um, I don't really think I sacrificed anything with music. More so, like with my personal life. Like
Mm-mm.
it's actually taken away from my music. Like having to go to work all 8 hours of the day and then go to the gym and then try to like fit in music with that. So I think the sacrificing more so is like, let me pay all these bills and live my life. That way I can be able to do music and pursue it, because it doesn't pay the bills. Like I don't want to be a starving artist. So
Yeah. Also, being like chasing your dreams isn't cheap.
no, it's not. And
No, like,
yeah, it's literally,
people put thousands of dollars into chasing their dreams, especially
yeah.
music wise. Because people don't
Mhm.
realize how much. I bring it up a lot when it comes to interviewing like singers. Studio
Yeah,
time is expensive. People don't realize it.
very
Like,
expensive.
and it's rare that you're able to get anything done going in the studio one day.
Yeah, it's impossible. And then with the
Impossible.
rates, the rates going now, that's why I invested in getting my own mic. So I have like two mics. I got my software. I'm teaching myself how to produce. I'm getting, all these little things, and it takes time and it is a lot of money. So you gotta have a good source of income to even be able to do all these things. So
Yeah, that's the main thing. You may have to end up having a job as you chase your dream, and that is smart. Like, that's something you
nowadays,
had. Yeah, I mean, you have to sacrifice money for your dream. That's also, yeah, that's a
yeah.
sacrifice. You have to, instead of buying like maybe the outfit you wanted to buy, or
Hmm.
like buying something for your adorable dog that came in
Yeah.
earlier. You went and bought a mic. And
Yeah.
are there any other, like, Do you have any other studio equipment, or is it just the mic you have right now?
I think it's my Yeti, my PreSonus mic, 2 mics, 3 mics. I forgot the other one. It was like another cheap one that I actually bought on Amazon. So, but it works very well. So those 3 mics, I use PreSonus, so Studio One for software. So I use that to record my music, and then the laptop, my ring light, because eventually I want to start singing on YouTube. I started doing that a long time ago before I even got poppin'. So I always wonder, like, if I continue on it, I'd have a good
What would have happened?
yeah, YouTube would be paying me right now.
Yeah, because I say monetization is real. You're able to put some ads on your stuff, and then plus the people will come and hear you sing, and they'll be able to see it. And it's also a way of chasing your dream. And sometimes chasing your dream just is about uploading. Like I think right now the dream chasers are definitely influencers. Anyone that's on TikTok, anyone that's on Instagram, doing all the like on Facebook, and you're constantly making content. Um, because I mean, of course, there's other things you can do with that. Like a lot of them go into acting and other ventures, but they started off by just, like you said, having their own equipment, doing things in their house, which is usually small scale. Is usually how most our dreams start. I mean, Jeff Bezos started in the garage, and we all know he had. Bill Gates started working for Microsoft, and now
Yeah.
well, no, it was another company he was working for, and then he started his own. So it's always starting somewhere. I think when it comes to chase your dream, I think the hardest thing is when you get discouraged. I think a lot of times we and you said your dreams can be so far, and they can seem so far. I think dreams can be dreams can become reality as long as you continue to chase them, no matter how far or how long it takes you. I think a lot of people also worry about the time too much.
Yeah, yeah. Because a
Like
lot of success is like overnight nowadays. So everybody has an expectation that if I don't make it like this, like everyone else, then what am I doing? Like,
yeah, and that's not reality. I mean,
no, it's not.
that is it's become this generation's reality or this generation's aspirations to become an overnight sensation. But how you plan on keeping it? A lot of people don't think about. Like the period period A girl became overnight sensation. Now she's nowhere because sometimes you can just go viral, and then if you don't have a plan after that, what are you gonna do? You can't capitalize on it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know how to capitalize on their dream. If you reach your dream, you also have to know how to keep having that dream.
Yep.
You can't just go out here and like, yes, you can drop an album, but you can't just drop one. You can't just do albums. You also have to do music videos. You also have to do tours. You also have to do interviews. You also have to do so much more behind the scenes that people also are unaware of. You also have to be educated on your dream. I think that's a lot of people don't realize what you need. Like, of course, you know what your dream is, but you also need to know how to get it and then how to maintain it. It's also about that. So, like I said, I've been maintaining my dream, but I haven't been. I don't want to talk about me too much. I be slipping a lot with my stuff. I'm doing good, but I be slipping a lot.
You're
I
doing
could be.
so great.
I appreciate
This is great to me because I'm a listener and a singer, so I'm not much of a talker, especially about myself. I'm just like,
I don't understand you artists. The crazy thing is, I've been doing this. I interview like a lot of times. These are people. A lot of people say this that I'm the first person to interview them in this capacity, which I get. It's video, it's live, and then it's also on streaming platforms. So it's a different type of interview, or on people's first interview, and it's like and it is a first step to chase your dreams too. Is getting your name out there, getting people to appreciate you for your craft. And it's important to talk about yourself. You gotta become and chase your dream. You gotta because you have to network yourself. You have to put yourself out there.
yeah, true.
And I can't believe you don't like talking about yourself. You seem like the type of person like talking about themselves a lot. And I mean in a good way. And what I'm saying is you keep up with
My
yourself.
confidence, yes, because of course I have my confidence level, from the outer exterior is like, but like internal, of course, like just that I'm an artist internally, like we be struggling sometimes.
Yeah. I think I was and it's funny. I was watching I'm obsessed with watching previews of movies. And I don't even know the name of it, but it was one little piece, and he was like, his friend was like, "You're so confident. I never believed that you would be so shy." He was like, "It's a choice. I wake up every day, and just like every other decision, I decide to put on confidence, even when I don't feel it. And I was like, that is the most honest statement. There's so many people walk around and just put on this face of like happy or confident or just and really on the inside you don't know how they're really feeling. There's a choice. It's a choice. I think we were talking about adulting and how adulting sucks, but we all choose to adult every day.
Yes, we do.
We choose to pay bills.
Do we really? No.
I guess we do. Yeah.
You choose to pay that bill. You could be homeless. You could
That's
not
true.
have that car. You could not
Yeah.
have tattoos or your hair did. But these are choices. So I was like, that's a good way of looking at the ability to be confident and the ability to talk about yourself and to chase your dreams. It's all about just you choosing to do it. Like I wake up every day and I choose to, even though I got to work late, y'all. I told Jeana about it earlier, and I still chose to do this because this is what matters to me. This is my dream. I want to do this. I want to talk to people. So it's about choices. I think that's the main line as well. Chase your dream is about you choosing to chase it, no matter what.
Choosing and
not giving up. A lot of us, like we keep going for it, and then we keep getting knocked down. So then we're just like, F it. Like, I'm done with this. And then next thing you know, like 5 years flies by, and then you're like, okay, let me get back on it. Yeah, when you could have been building and perfecting that, that one more step towards that dream. So not giving up towards your dream, whether it takes you 10 years or 15 or 20, like, just keep going.
Right, and also improve. Like I feel like I have much more to go here, but I started off being strictly audio, and now I'm audio and visual. Yes, right now it's it's virtual this way. Maybe the next step will be in person in a studio where y'all can come in. Everything is levels. Level to everything, people. So even though it takes years to get where you want to be, don't give up because you don't want to be that 50-year-old that's sitting in the house like I could have been. You don't want to be a could have been. Yep.
Yeah.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You don't want to be that person.
Yeah, those people
seem very sad and miserable. We don't want to be like that.
And then they also force their dreams on other people too. And also don't do that.
On their children especially.
Don't not chase your dream into your baby to chase your dream.
Right.
Because that's not fair to your child. But yeah, I think we're chasing our dreams, people. And from us living from experience, we're not the youngest people on the planet Earth. We're not the oldest either, but we know that it takes time and we all have a plan. And we're going to see where we at in the next 5 to 10 years. And we're still going to be doing the same thing, chasing our dream, doing the things that we love to do. Because I love this. I love interviewing people. I hope it shows that I love people. I should have had that there the entire time, messing up people.
Yes.
But yes.
That's cute. I like that.
Yes. But the Soulful Songstress we have here, when it comes to like your music, what is your main goal with like what is your goal? What is your dream when it comes to your music career?
So main goal, I just really
want to have a solid following, especially like on social media because that's just what it is nowadays. So I'm trying to get with the program, having a good following. I want to be able to put out at least 2 EPs and then make an album out of it. And then next year, I want to perform at one big festival. So, yeah. And then after that, I know that's easy. That can be done by next year. And then within 2 years, I can actually set up a tour. So, after that, whatever else comes from that is a blessing. But like I said, I'm realistic. So I like to think of my 5-year goal plan and then whatever happens after that.
I'm about to say they'll love you at South by Southwest. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep, that's number one.
Less talented people have been in Southwest, but I know I've seen less talented people at South by Southwest. So I know you can make it and do great.
Have those little like stages, and I think Megan Thee Stallion did. Did you see that video where she was?
Also, when she started off.
Yeah.
A lot of artists. There was a lot of artists. I mean, it's funny. I was just talking to my friend about Megan Thee Stallion. We were talking about like, rappers changing and growing, and I was like, I discovered Megan Thee Stallion before she was Megan Thee Stallion when she did the Houston versus Dallas ciphers. That's when I first moved out here, and when I knew I wanted to like be involved in music, and I saw those ciphers, and I was like, She got it, and I knew she had it because everybody behind her was looking as if she had it. It was her presence. It was what she was saying. Of course, I did mention she was also half naked, rapping about sex, but
That's us. Well, she knows what
it's
she's doing.
sales. It's yeah,
And
it's
that's why I
sales.
work on my body. That's why I'm in the gym.
It's sales.
Yeah.
But she is also a good rapper. But yes, she did perform in South by South. She performed in a lot of different little, like even little clubs in Houston. It's all about where you start. It's all about what you want to do. Open mics are a real thing. You're already doing that. It's all about those type of, you know, steps, those baby steps. But yeah, I think you do great at South by Southwest. But with that, you being great and like I've seen other artists that aren't, what separates you from other artists you feel like personally?
Right now,
I feel like my voice.
I feel like a lot of artists
Now they can sing, but it's like a few and far in between. So I really do feel like it's my voice, and I'm just super humble and genuine. So I'm not just like all over the place. And then I have a look. So whenever you see me, you don't really know I can sing. But then when you see me sing, you're like, oh, like who is that? Well, what is she? Because then people are wondering, like, what race is she? She has so much soul in
Oh
her
yeah.
voice. And so that's why I feel that separates me, is really my voice and then the look, because they don't match. Do you think it
They
matches?
don't. No, they don't.
Okay,
But your
okay.
voice matches more than Leia.
it matches more than. Oh yeah, yeah. And then, but especially with how she
Dresses and everything, like,
It's her aesthetic, it's her
yeah.
makeup, it's her
mhm.
jewelry, it's everything about her. It does not sound how because I mean the first video I saw was
Probably the same one I saw. The
Wanna be down? I wanna. Did
no,
Bree send you that?
it wasn't Wanna Be Down. It was
oh
and it wasn't Sailor Moon. It
oh Sailor
was
Moon.
Another one, yeah.
ah forgive me people, I'm in my phone, but I am because I just watched the video and I was like it's the one I'm going to get it because
Was
it's
she in a
important.
house, like a house with a
She
guy, and
wasn't
she
yes, on
oh,
site.
on
On
site.
site.
Yes. Ooh, I can't
That
wait to
was
see
the
her.
I can't wait to see, but that was the one I saw and I was like, so that's how you look.
Yeah,
Right.
So the thing is, you and her favorite. I think you all looks very similar.
I think so too.
But
Yeah,
some
which is
but
crazy.
her voice does not match her body. Yours matches more in regards to yours is soulful. Her voice is so R&B. You wouldn't think she would sing R&B. I think
Right.
I don't know what I see her singing. But it sounded,
Yeah.
but yours it kind of still fits. It definitely is off, but it isn't as off as hers.
Right. Right.
But I
Yeah.
do understand it does definitely set you apart. Like people wouldn't expect that voice to come out of you. No, then you're little too. So I guess it's really shocks.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I realized
They're
like
like,
Jeana is like what five? You like 5 feet?
okay, I'm 5'3".
Wow. 5'3".
But still though, people wouldn't assume that your 5'3" self would be singing that soulfully,
Yeah.
and like it does carry. Your voice carries. You don't even need a mic. I've seen you perform like dry, so it carries. Which people wouldn't think. People think, she gonna get up there and be mousy,
She
and she
gonna
gonna need some help.
exactly.
She gonna need some help.
She gonna need some help.
Yeah, I don't know about her. When I'm walking up the stage, and I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, y'all have no idea. No. I'm humble though.
But if like, but speaking of people thinking you need help, if you could collab with any artist, who would it be, and then why them?
So I would collab with.
These newer male artists. So my number one is Masego. I'm obsessed with that man and his voice. You know Masego, right?
Give me a song.
I saw and she
Hit me like da da, saw the
Oh
thing
yeah,
so beautiful, and he plays the sax. Yes. Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's him playing the sax.
yes.
I didn't know that was him playing the sax.
He produces.
he
He
plays the sax and he sings like
amazing.
He does
So
it
he
all.
would
be my number one.
I
Leon
understand.
Bridges, you know Leon
Oh
Bridges.
yeah.
My number two, especially from what us being from both from Texas, but his
Mhm.
sound is like butter, literally.
And he has that country, that blues to him too,
He
which
definitely has a
resonates with
blues.
me. That's
Yeah.
what I grew up with. So I love that. And then the third, more on the R&B tip, would be Lucky Day. I just feel like their vocal abilities and their talent is just moving. And I feel like my voice with theirs would be magic.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. J Howell is
Howard?
Howell. Is it Howell or
Howell.
Howard?
Howell.
Howell.
Uh-huh.
Y'all voices also go crazy together. But he
I think
also
so too.
is a very high pitched soprano.
He is, yeah. But
He is.
he can sing. Like sing.
Oh no, he
Like
can sing.
he
Yeah,
can
he can sing.
sing, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think y'all voices together would cause some damage to a track.
Especially with him
Y'all
being
could.
kind of up and coming too. I feel like more realistically, I'd be able to get on a track with him before all the other ones that I named.
Yeah, but like
So
he's definitely cup and come. But he hasn't even done a tour yet. Like he's up on that. He's on a level of doing albums, EPs, music videos. He is collab a lot with a couple different people. So that would be great. Like that's one of the last albums I heard that I thought was really, really great. And y'all voices would go crazy together.
he's the one that sings and talk about me, baby, you darling. Hey,
yes.
Yep.
Yeah, like think about y'all
what?
doing a remix to that. Y'all can do a remix to that. You should do you should do a cover and you should tag
I
him.
should. Yeah,
girl. From what I heard, he's really really nice. Yeah, you should do a cover. And you should tag him.
Yeah.
Nah, cause y'all that'd be nice. But you know, very smart. Then again, it'll lead to communication and contact. Because again, it seemed like he's at the stage where he's about to start going on tour with people, and then he's gonna get his own tour. It's baby. We talk about these baby steps of chasing your dream. It takes baby steps.
Right
People
behind
take right behind. It takes baby steps.
Yeah.
But what would be like your motto or some good advice that you would say you live by?
Motto. I say this a lot.
Ooh,
is you only live once.
Oh, that's the motto.
YOLO. Honestly,
YOLO.
Because you only live once. Like so many people are like losing their lives. Like we lose family members, we lose friends, and your life can be taken like that.
True.
So you only live once. So make it the best life you can make it. As far as advice, I would say just striving to be the best person, the best version of you every single day. So eat well, exercise, be unafraid, be loving, be happy.
I like that. Yes. Be positive, people. Another thing. So much negative already in the world. Like be positive. Like I know people know me know that I can go negative. People know me. I have my days. Yeah. I have my days. But in the core and at the depths deep down inside of me, I do try to be as happy and positive as possible. It's hard some days, but we know. But I like that. Yes, YOLO. I agree. I agree with YOLO. You gotta go in. You can't wait on other people. Also, what I said, like I go to concerts and I go to concerts by myself all the time because I like going to concerts.
Yeah, I love that.
I love concerts.
Literally, you encouraged me to do that. Like I want to go find a concert and just go by myself. Probably some music that people like my friends would be like, "Who's that?" Then I would have to go by myself.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
No one wanted to go to Givion's concert. I actually even know, like, I don't want to go to Giveon. I don't like Giveon. That's okay, fine. By myself.
You went by yourself.
Oh yeah, I started going by myself. I think my grandma passed, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live and do all the things I want to do. And I was like, I'm not gonna let anybody tell me they're not gonna go, and I'm not gonna go. If I want to go, oh my god. And my resolution. So this was the year of the concerts. I'm going to a concert every month, and next year is going to be year of the travel. I plan on traveling, and I plan on taking my first solo trip. I don't know where, I don't know when, but in year 2023, no, no. But I do plan on going out of the country for the first time next year of 2023. But it won't be a solo. My first solo will be somewhere probably close. But I do want to go on a solo trip. I want to be that person that can go on solo trips. So if I want to go somewhere and no one else can go, I want to get in my car and I want to go, and I don't want to be stopped. Yeah. Because there's so much other things that can stop us in life. Like you said, a lot of people our age are not making it past our age. So why you can live, do what you want to do. And the last bit of thing I want you to give, I want you to give something to the little girls, to the little boys, to the little dreamers out there. What would be an advice, like another set of advice
Mm-hmm.
for someone that wants to sing, that may be scared or be nervous? What would be something you would tell them?
So the first thing I would say is to get a vocal coach. If you can't afford a vocal coach, get on YouTube and look up vocal lessons. So practice, 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 perfecting your craft. So just like basketball players, football players, athletes, everyone has to practice. Like, yes, we're born with these talents, but you have to practice to keep it and to perfect it. So I would say just get your vocal lessons, practice, get on YouTube, then eventually like hop on a stage, get into the local music scene, and then just put yourself out there, like we said, baby steps. So that would be my best advice.
There you go. Well, you are hearing from someone who's taking these baby steps and also going to the next level. Get a vote. I think that's really, really important. I think that is a good starting point. I've heard that a lot. And of course, YouTube, TikTok. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the new Google. Those are new like search engines at this
Mm-hmm.
point to get everything you need.
Everything. Yeah.
And then also make connections on Facebook or make connections on Instagram, because you never know who would actually be willing to teach you, mentor you, assist you in those journeys. I think that's great. And speaking of people to assist and help, and IG you can slide in. Here's Gina's.
That's mine. You
If you want,
follow back.
if you you heard her, she followed back. You gotta follow her on IG to get some love, and also catch up with what she got going on next. Gina, I definitely want you to let everybody know about all your social media platforms, but I also want you to know about any upcoming open mics you're gonna be at, where they can see you, they can interact with you, they can, hear that voice again, and anything you're working on that you want to share with the people before we go.
Yes. So my IG, that's going to be the only social media that I have and that I post on. So it's Jeana underscore Lala. That's JEANA underscore Lala. You'll see a lot of my music on there. I update weekly on where I'm singing. So I had a lot of events this past month. So right now it's a little slow. Right now I'm more so focusing on my EP. So I plan to do a EP release party at New Year. So, and then I am doing Fluid Friday with Crush the Poet at Crush the Poet on IG. I am a headliner. Was supposed to be in October, but that's coming up soon. So, and then I have a lot of fitness stuff. So anybody that needs fitness advice, whether it's like food or workouts or anything, definitely just message me and I'll be happy to help with that.
I'm like, yeah, y'all see, I was playing when I said she a bodybuilder. Gina, go and stand up, let people see the body real quick.
Oh, okay.
No, that's
Yeah.
this is it. Not this is it. But yeah, Gina,
I have sweats on.
Oh, you good? Gina's telling it. Gina was working me out. Yeah. I was a tired bitch.
You was in there doing them push-ups.
Yeah, right. So yeah, the worst idea is to work out with Gina on a Saturday morning, because you will not do shit the rest of Saturday.
You will not like me, but love me. Yeah.
I worked out. I went home. I took a shower, and I was in the bed the rest of Saturday. If you want to stay your ass in the house, work out with Gina in the best way, because I felt good. I felt great.
It's all about feeling good. And that's how I even got into fitness, because I would see the recordings from me being on stage and I was not happy with how I looked. I was like, yeah, no. So that's how I actually started getting into the gym. It was like, let me get in shape, Yeah. And that's how I started, because I hated the recordings of myself. I was like, oh, I look fat and this and that. And then now I'm like, okay, girl. Yeah.
I have
another yourself.
Method. Oh yeah, I have another method now. I no longer watch myself. Yeah, that's how I fix that.
Well, you gotta watch yourself to be able to correct things that you're doing that you don't realize.
I know. I'd be like, if I just don't watch myself. That's also a thing people don't realize. I don't really watch myself, and I also don't listen to myself, which is why I like everything.
Back. You gotta play him back. Because you be doing this and be like, why was I doing that?
The reason why I like
mic.
Oh yeah, no. That's the reason why I like everything being live, is because I can't take it back. And then also, if I said it, I said it. So like, if I did that, it's so like. But yeah, it can't be something I can like I do see myself as I'm doing this, so I do try to like keep my hands as much as possible to myself. I talk with my hands a lot. I have seen that as I'm doing interviews. And then I have a habit of moving a lot in my chair.
Me too. I
So,
rock. Yeah, and
me
I'm
too.
like,
Yeah, these are things that I've learned like as I'm interviewing that I see myself as the video going. But I really don't like. I'm too hard on myself. So I would get in my own head to the point where I'm so irritated. But I will get to the point when I get to the point where I'm like on television or radio, because I'm happy with either one of those dreams. Then I probably would have to listen to myself and make it um, more, I guess, neat. I'm like neater,
mhm,
neater. But I guess I kind of like this. It's my freedom to be unapologetically imperfect, and whatever you get this first go around, you gonna get.
Practice makes perfect, honestly.
just keep doing
Practically
it.
perfect. That's why I
Yeah.
keep getting better. Like I said, this season, like I said, but we're at the virtual, and like I said, I'm in things are crack-a-lacking, and I'm going to be in studio, and people are able to come in sooner than later. I'm just trying to make sure that everybody is safe. COVID is real. Monkeypox is real. There's a lot of things keeping me from going into a studio setting, but that's going to be the next step.
Yeah, I can see you doing what
Colors and covers did. That
Yeah,
setup, that's perfect for you. I see
yeah.
that.
No, it's
Mhm.
really, really, really nice there. It's really, really nice. And I
Mhm.
have thought about it because we talking with her in regards to how it's going and she likes it or they like it.
Yeah.
So y'all keep an eye out for that and keep an eye out for Jeana. Definitely follow her. Jeana's got a lot going on. Has blessed me to be able to write with her and for her. So y'all we'll be blessed to be doing a little something together that you all can hear, see, and enjoy. But other than that, it's been another great episode, Jeana. I definitely want to thank you for coming out.
Thank you for
Um,
having me.
I always make everybody promise to come back when they get big.
Yes.
So, okay, okay. Hold you to that. Hold you to that. I
Yes.
have faith in everybody I interview that y'all gonna be big. I mean, like I said, y'all are doing the first steps. You let me
Mhm.
interview you, which is important.
Yep.
You
It is.
gotta let people know where you at. But
Yeah.
everybody, I want to thank you all for watching. Everyone listening to this, I want to thank you as well for listening. Catch you all next week. We got some things in works. Um, other than that, I'm gonna say peace.